In this video, we're just going to work out 6 example problems finding sides with right triangle trigonometry. As a reminder, we're going to be referring to SOHCAHTOA. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. I guess I'll write that out. Sine of an angle is opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine of an angle is the adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tangent of an angle is the opposite over the adjacent. If you are good with what you're doing, you may not need to write SOHCAHTOA down. You may not need to label the triangles. I'm still going to do both of those things for all of these problems. But I would definitely recommend that you write one of these 3 things down, because that shows the teacher, shows yourself how you set up the problem, and it can be a good way to troubleshoot if something went wrong. So let's dive right in. Find the value of x in the triangle below. I see that I have the hypotenuse, and I have the opposite leg. I'll go to SOHCAHTOA. The one that has the opposite and the hypotenuse is sine, so I write sine of my angle equals opposite over hypotenuse, which is x over 15. I go to my calculator and take the sine of 52 degrees, and I get 0.78801. And then I will make my proportion, cross multiply. So I'll do 15 times 0.78801. And I will get 11.820. One times x is, I'll just put x. And there's my answer. Moving on. Same setup. Find which sides we have. So I have across the right angle, I have the hypotenuse. I do not have anything over here on the opposite side, or opposite leg, but I do have a 6 on the adjacent leg. I look at SOHCAHTOA. I have the hypotenuse, I have the adjacent, that would be CAH. I set up the cosine of my angle, 35 degrees, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, 6 over x. I go to my calculator and find the cosine of 35 degrees, 0.81915. I will set up my proportion, cross multiply, 0.81915x is approximately 6, and I will divide by the 0.81915. So 6 divided by 0.81915 gives me approximately 7.325. Moving on. Find the value of x in the triangle below. So I label my sides. In this case, I have the hypotenuse, and I have the opposite leg. I don't have anything over here on the adjacent. I look at SOHCAHTOA. Noticing that I have the O and the H, so that's sine. Sine of 49 degrees will be opposite over hypotenuse, x over 12. Go to my calculator, find the sine of 49 degrees, get 0.75471. Set up the proportion, cross multiply, So I'll multiply that by 12 and get 9.057. And 1 times x is just x. So there's my answer. Next up, find the value of x in the triangle below. So in here I notice that I have the hypotenuse. I don't have the opposite leg, but I do have the adjacent leg. I look at so, ka, toa. Looking for an a and an h. That is cosine. Set up the trig ratio. The cosine of 64 degrees equals adjacent over hypotenuse, so 23 over x. Go to my calculator, find the cosine of 64 degrees, get 0.43837. Now I'm going to set up my proportion, cross multiply. So I'll get 0.43837x is approximately 23. Divide both sides by 0.43837. So let's see, 23 divided by 0.43837, which gives me 52.467. Okay, 2 more practice problems.